It's week 9 of the 2023 season, and we'll see DJ Moore. He really burned the defense 1 week ago with a 133-yard game. It's the on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is in uptown Charlotte, North Carolina at Bank of America Stadium. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup set to go here between the Atlanta Falcons and the Carolina Panthers. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. CD, you look at the Falcons in this matchup. Well, they're pacing the NFL in passing yardage this season, but a tough test awaits them to stay in that top spot as they face one of the league's best secondaries.
And partner, with how they've played this season, both sides are awfully confident they'll be able to put up big-time numbers. I think this is going to be a very entertaining game just because of that. So let's say it together. Eventually, something's got to give.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? Take it in at the 3. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost.
Yeah.
How does he eliminate that 1 interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
Ready.
He'll drop to throw. That's Cordero Patterson hauling it in. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. They'll look to throw now on first down. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it's second down. They'll look to throw again. And that's caught. It's Bryan Edwards. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Really a solid start here on the opening drive, Charles. He's now 4 of 4, and they're already in plus territory.
Brandon, he's been so precise to start this game. Like we're watching an operation taking place right now. Master surgeon at work.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down.
Back left, check right.
Opening carry of the game for Cordero Patterson. And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on third down.
Play number 9 now in this pretty long opening drive, but this is third down. He'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Falcons get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Ball Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. Dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses them about 4 yards. So here are the Panthers under head coach Matt Rhule. And they will be led out by a man in his sophomore campaign as the quarterback.
There's a lot of good to watch in the game last week, wasn't there? I mean, he did throw 2 touchdown passes. That was impressive. And he's so close, isn't he? The 3 interceptions killed him and his team. That was costly. If he just cleans that up a little bit, there's a reason for optimism with this team and this passer.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. The Panthers at 500 now, 4-4 on the year. And they've lost 3 straight here, and it kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak, and right now, they're not playing their best football, but if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
From the gun, Corral. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. Cordero Patterson deep for Atlanta. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. So for the 2nd time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. 1-7 their record here at the midway point of the season. And right now this organization, more than likely if you look at it, CD, probably in for a rough second half of the season.
Well, we've seen teams turn things around in other places. I mean, we've seen 1-7 first halves turn into 5-3 second halves. But with this squad, I think these guys aren't playing to get into the playoffs. They're playing for their jobs. So's the coaching staff. They're coaching for theirs. Front office trying to keep theirs. The heat is on from all directions. And what's interesting is a lot of these guys are playing for jobs and trying to keep their positions. It might be just in the league in some other spot.
The numbers for him from a week ago: 13 carries, 54 yards.
They've lost a bunch of games in a row now. They've got to start thinking a little bit differently, maybe a little bit outside of the box. Find other ways to move the football. I don't know if you're going to do it through the air or maybe change up how you establish your run game.
Ritter's pass complete to Pitts. And he will go out of bounds down at the 15-yard line. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 45 yards. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible. 1st and 10, it's Patterson. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Back to throw here. And a quick throw here that's complete. And the Falcons are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Had the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we can always lock in on the skill.
And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. It'll go as a loss of 8 and a tough result there on 1st and goal.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting...
And the pressure gets to him again. Yetur Gross-Matos getting in there to make the play.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack, but he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. That time 12 yards on the pass play, but still shy of where they needed to go. 4th and goal. Second quarter now, Falcon football. And the first play will be a field goal try. From the left half, should be a fairly easy one here. Koo knocks this one through the post, and that will extend their lead even further. So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3, and I think they have to be happy about the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
Fielded right around the 8. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their second drive. 4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? 4-4 is about where they should be because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far. That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 13 yards, first down, Panthers. Switching it up, Crowd going to throw here. And that is incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
On 2nd and 10, Corral over the middle, and it's incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 34-yard line. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a give. It's Hubbard going left. And past the 30 down to about the 27. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Another run. This time McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Back to the ground on first, it's McCaffrey. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. McCaffrey on the counter. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call him no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Third down, Corral. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And the Panthers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And the Falcons grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Ready, ready. Green, let's go.
Starting the drive with Algier. And a nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this 2nd down call after that type of a game.
2nd and 4. And he will find Ridley on the left side. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Got London on his slant. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 more there and another first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Back to throw again. This is to Pitts on the quick slant. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half, 10-0 our score. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Boy, that was certainly well-read defensively. And the key to any screenplay is space to work. And there was none to be found there. And they tackled it for just a short gain.
He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Now on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Going for it all. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. Koo knocks this one through the post, and that will extend their lead even further. So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Possession of the football goes over to Carolina. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Disrupting that play and dropping him was Arnold Ebiketie. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Another try after the first down sack. Corral. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Andre Sisco.
Check pitch. Blue check. Black one.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. That's into the hands of Edwards. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. He'll look to throw. Open man here is Rhule. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as he'll be marked down a yard or two past the marker following a gain of 6. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that is, I think he caught it. He did, but they'll say out of bounds. It'll be incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. They'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. Koo knocks this one through the post, and that will extend their lead even further. So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they had the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
So we have reached halftime now with the visiting Falcons out on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Cope. Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the 3rd quarter and continue this midseason contest. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this 2nd half. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. And the Panthers ready to go back to work to start the 3rd quarter. In the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense has thrown at them. Now they want...
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. And they'll work this down inside the 30. And, Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get after them early, right? Take away any chance of them building any confidence. But the second thing is you prepare a little bit differently. You've got to expect this team to take chances, go for it on 3rd and 4th downs, run a lot of trick plays, anything to try and break their losing streak. So you must stay alert and stay aware.
60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a 1st down. They'll set up a throw. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, and it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley. And the Panthers are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, you know, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass. This too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. On 3rd and 1, Corral. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. Here's Johnny Hecker now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that, right?
Yeah, he said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
Just outside of the 5-yard line. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And this one is incomplete.
They certainly thought they had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. McCaffrey diving for the end zone, and he is in. Touchdown. So it's a pretty good season he's putting together running the football. That now 10 rushing touchdowns on the year.
And we know this is a passing league, and those numbers throwing the football, they seem to go.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell.
Well, as most teams do in their two-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted, and remember, if you pick it off, you get a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case here, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. This fielded right at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Atlanta now coming out on the field. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Ready?
Trying the left side with Algier. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down. They'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. He was out there waving his arms. I mean, you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help. I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The Falcons send out their punter. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return, and it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. Carolina getting set to take the field. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
On 2nd and 9, Corral. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. A handoff left, McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Corral takes a shotgun snap. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And it will be Falcon football. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They go play action here on 1st down. That's thrown underneath to Algier. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Falcons. They've got the football. They've got the lead as we get set to start the 4th.
Here we go, set.
They run the option on 2nd down. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2.
Blue check. Black one. Check white.
On 1st and 10, it's Algier. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. The Falcons on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 8. Back to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Dante Jackson picks it. And the Panthers are right back in this football game. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
He was taken down at the 22-yard line. On gain of 2 on the play.
in search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. And Corral will throw it. And he's got it complete to Anderson. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Panther first down. On first down, it's Corral. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he's able to get out to the 32, run down there. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And it'll be second down. Back to throw, Corral. Over the middle, complete into the hands of Trimble. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. Again, it's Corral. Oh, no, he lost the football.
Holding offense.
So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
On second down, here's Corral. He's got the connection to Moore. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
So how do you beat man coverage? First of all, you want to be a superior receiver, but you know something, that guy who's covering you, he's usually pretty good too. So the corner route is usually a great spot to get it done.
On third down, here's Corral. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Richie Grant. And the Falcons are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 42 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. So first down, and they'll stick with Algier. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And 22 more yards there and another first down. They've done a pretty good job containing him up until this drive, and until that run, there was no containing him at all.
Yeah, you're right about that. He finally popped free. But we didn't have to be in their practice sessions. We didn't have to be in their meeting rooms. They planned for a run like that to happen, maybe a couple of them. But what did they tell their guys all week? You know what they said. Move on to the next play. That one just happened. Let it go.
On second, here's Algier. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down. Stopped at the Panthers' 25. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Algier will try to pick it up. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Tyler Algier with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Falcons look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Carolina offense about ready to go. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
On the play fake, Corral. And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Corral lost it. The ball is out. And the Falcons grab it. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And that might just cement it. A return for a late touchdown. Coup for the extra point. And the lead is now 24. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every area to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Second down and goal. Corral. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Tommy Trimble, his second touchdown on the season. And the Panthers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Corral throwing for it. He's got it. So they convert the 2 that keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples throughout a ball game. Here's a great example right there.
They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And they will take a knee here.
Ready, break.
So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. Charles, for this losing side, their heads are hanging as they walk off the field today. And really, we know why. Those 3 turnovers by that offense, that's ultimately what doomed them.
And this is what coaches preach all the time to every team that we ever talk with. Taking care of the ball on offense, trying to take it away on defense. And let's face it, when you give it away 3 times in one game, you make it very difficult for your team to get the W.
So for the Falcons, it's a rare bright spot in what's been a tough season as they move to 2-7 now on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the San Francisco 49ers. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, they are barely afloat as they fall to 4-5. And they'll be back home next week for a date with the New York